Go back to attorney here. Maybe try to unlock a few more lovely things. Oh yeah, this is the course that I did for whatever trial run, but now I gotta try this for an actual like tournament. So Fuji Sakura. Ah, so we got Lin with bigger. This ought to be interesting, because here now I'm actually commanding some power. And yeah, Lin has very good side spin shots, but she falls apart in sand. So take care to avoid those. Ooh! Nice pretty gold.
You're done with facing dog.
The sun set about something or another. Okay. Alright, let us go. Try to get more caddies here too. Yeah, 253 is not bad for this point of the game. Yeah, that's something that I pointed out at one point before, is that when the ball is rolling, when the ball has rolled, then you can see like a faint impression line, which I mean it's cool, but it's not necessarily the most reliable indication, just because the amount that a ball breaks on the green is very largely dependent on how hard you're hitting it. And so usually when a ball rolls on the green, it's going to be rolling faster than it would from a putt. So here we've got rain right off the bat, and you'll notice that we have about a 3% drop across the board to the power levels. So I want to make note of that as I approach the green.
That's a clean bill of health.
Ah! Nice little rain particles on the screen there. It's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Oh, like real life golf wedges? Sweet. Yeah, because if you want to elevate your game, especially your short game, try to have 3 wedges in your bag. A lob wedge is a fascinating tool. It is a very fascinating tool, but don't expect to ever go more than 50 yards with one of those if you swing it correctly, because your ball will go so high. And it'll land like a dead cat, which sometimes is just what you need. So yeah, like generally you'll want to have like a pitching sand and a lob. Although a gap wedge can serve as a good substitute, or sometimes you might also see that being called an approach wedge. But yeah, what's more important is figuring out what their club angles are. So like having 152, a 56, and a 60. That will give you a lot of short game options. I suck ass in real life, but it's not the tactics that is my problem. It's my technique that's the problem. I cannot physically coordinate myself playing the game for the life of me. So yeah, I'm a tactical wizard, but I can't take advantage of that tactical wizardry because I have no physical skill.
Nice shot. That's a healthy shot. You're a stat.
Well, I mean, if your ball is like submerged in a puddle, then I mean, technically your ball is playable. You'll want to probably take off your shoes and your socks and just like get in whatever mud, and well, hopefully you'll have a spare set of clothes, but you could play what's called an explosion shot. So basically it's like an embedded bunker shot, except harder. So you'll want to give that thing a very assertive smack. But it's doable. It's playable. Although technically, if the ball is within the boundaries of hazard stakes, which I can't remember if those are like red stakes, that would be like around a water hazard. If it's within that area, then that's still, I think, a water hazard, even whether the ball is in the water or not. So I think you take the penalty, you know, and play back. So wow, we got this little like sort of slightly this variation in the rain intensity here. That's pretty cool. Yeah, though definitely the applicable situations for that is very limited. Like if you're in more than an inch, if you're more than an inch of water, then that shot is just not happening at all. Yeah, that shot will just not happen. So we definitely got some blustery conditions here. We are going downhill, but we are losing 3%. So yeah, this is definitely a situation. So let's see here. Let this catch the wind, and then we do a thing, and then super spin, go! Okay, so the distance lost to rain was not that great. Okay, so we got this, and then we got some definite slopes at the end here. 5% less, but we are going downhill, so that'll more than make up for that difference. The slope is a lot more significant here than the rain is. So if I do something like, yeah, if I just do 32, probably. Yeah, let's just do 32 straight up.
Keep going.
Hey, Lamau, good stuff today. That's kind of what's happening around here too. Southwest Michigan winters. Yeah, still rainy, but 452. So we got a little dogleg action. So yeah, pursuing this in 2 is not out of the question. I do have to definitely keep this in the fairway. Good timing is helping out big time here. Great Orient. Wow, big headwind. Okay, so this will not be as easy as I thought it would be. Oh boy. Alright, let's see here. So we got this. You know what might be kind of crazy? Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to pursue that directly. I'm going to do a fade and then just try to roll up to the green and go for a long putt. Just get the Uger. That'll get me a nice amount of bonus points and stuff and things, so...
That's a clean bill of health.
Okay, so that was still a bit short, but that's fine. That's fine. So that's a decent gust. Yeah, we got some little variation here. Nice 9-iron. We got this ball's gonna throw big time, so stuff, things, boom.
You're in the waiting room.
Not bad. 82%. Could have been worse, but I would have liked somewhere between 90 and 100, so... Shloop.
Good things come to those who win.
Yeah, I'm kicking ass. So the rain has ceased. Back flag, big green. Can't really quite get away with a 9-iron here, so... Minimal wind from the looks of it. So what if we do like a 35% shot here? Okay, I'm intentionally missing impact here. Maybe that'll be enough to keep things under control.
The doctor will see you now. This shot won't hurt a bit.
Although super spin would have been a better fix, but
I did right.
Okay. A little bit of work to do here. Down half a foot, that's significant, so I don't want to go more than 12. In fact, maybe even maybe as little as 10, maybe. Otherwise, this ball's just gonna go screaming. Yep, ball be screaming. But in turn, that means that you've got to aim even more, so... See that impression line there? That is nutty. How much break there is sometimes.
That was sufficient.
Alright, par's fine. So cloudy weather there. Great Orient. Wait, what is that thing? Can I... There must be a way to... Ah, okay. Oh, so that must be my best drive flag from when I went through this with Mel. That must be what that is.
I hope you're an organ donor.
Excuse me? What was that about organ donors? Anyways, okay, so we got a headwind with some cross direction and slope, but I think those will about cancel. So, just something like this, and that. And we'll just let this ball sit nice and pretty at the front of the green. Okay, so the wind did win out over the slope, but...
Don't pick at it, hit the ball. I'd aim right.
Alright. Always ever so slightly off.
That'll work. Green tea gives you green pea.
Would you like onions with that?
Where's your jacket?
Finally, a hole I might be able to... Nah, I probably still can't Euchre this, because this hole's long and elevated. But we must try.
Nice shot.
You know what the weird thing with liver is? I think much of it depends on how it's prepared and how well it's prepared. Some people actually like it, but I think maybe it is simply just because of who and how prepares it. Don't know why I wanted to try to pursue the green, even though I probably couldn't reach it anyway, but yeah, we'll be close enough here. Not even approach distance, but yeah, it's still... Let's see here. Numbers, stuff, things, 86, 62. So 70% is about the right number of things here, so... But why do that when I can do 55% of a pitching wedge? Or even better, half of a 9-iron. A. Lamau, mathematics today. We punchin', and that still goes super high. What the heck? And that still lands super soft. Okay. Okay, game.
I'd aim left.
So that's definitely a little different from how things handle in Toad's Tour. Swirl.
Good golfing. Good.
Nice swirly whirly save. Alright, pretty significant cross breeze. Yeah, this is looking like a 5. Slightly down, so 162. So the question is, will this carry enough?
That's a clean bill of health. Pin to win.
Spin to win. Well, I got the distance right.
The doctor will see you now.
Damn, that wind is strong. Lynn hits high, so that makes sense. Lynn is definitely... She hits just as high as she did last time. Easy putt, though.
Good golfing.
I gotta say, those are some nice promiscuous prosteriation. I definitely made sure to make the image nice and sharp. So, yep.
I'll put that on your chart.
Not so sharp that it looks like an internet meme, like, you know, the whole, you know, Mr. Incredible awareness sort of thing, but or the whole, you know, I sleep real shit kind of thing, or any of those other memes that where the punchline is like some super like sharp and cursed image, but sharp enough that it does that it's you know, there's details and things. So yeah. I think I did well here. Medium rare. That is the only way to cook most red meats, is medium rare. You're doing yourself a disservice by cooking beyond medium rare.
I'll get your putter.
I mean, rare might be pushing it sometimes, but you can get away with rarer meat much more safely than you can get away with rare chicken. Do not cook chicken rare. If after you're cooking chicken the center looks like plastic, put it in there longer. I mean, yeah, there's reasons to do it well done, but I just don't know what they are yet. Maybe I liked it more well done when I was a kid, I have no idea, but... Alrighty. Okay, yeah, pretty meat potatoes, power 4, tailwind, so yeah, we blasting this ball. We blasting. Alrighty. Fore indeed. Welcome. This is indeed that game. And I'm 3.5 hours through. A lot of content here, so this will be multiple things of sorts. Let's see. Yeah, pigeon wedge we can do just fine with here. You know, with this little tailwind and all, and the ball will stop pretty damn quick. Lynn has pretty good spin, which I kind of need because I landed a little bit beyond the cup, but... there we go. Nice little bit of bite.
This would be key for us.
Wasn't even super, so...
Right and left.
Alright, a little bit of that. Do some nice 13 to 14.
Good golfing. Now we can exhale.
Why are some of these celebrations so destructive? Like, people doing knuckle push-ups, and then they, like, do stuff where they lift boulders, and then the boulder lands on their head, and they like, knock themselves out, and, like, I mean... yeah, I get it. You know, it's cartoonish.
You get a lollipop.
Do you see that lovely... Okay, that's another beautiful attention to detail, just the way... Okay, I need to point this out, because Toadstool Tour gets this correct as well, and that in real life, a golf ball's flight is not parabolic. A golf ball's flight will only be parabolic in the absence of air resistance. And so what happens is, in real physics, is you actually end up with a rising ball. And this is because inherently when you strike the ball with the slanted club at an angle, then this imparts backspin. And this backspin generates lift through something that you might or might not have seen in physics called the Magnus effect. That is a fair bit of a rabbit hole if you want to explore the Wikipedia article or whatever else on the Magnus effect. But yeah, that is something that this game and Toadstool Tour do correctly. That was the science lesson. Oh, the Magnus effect also it works in any direction, not just backspin. So the Magnus effect is also why you get side spin when you impart a draw or fade onto the ball. So essentially what happens when you're doing a draw or fade is that your club face is still aligned in the direction that you want the ball to go, but the angle of your body and the angle of your swing is oblique to that. It's not pointed straight at the target. So when you do that, then that will kind of slice the ball at an angle in such a way that that as it spins, then that generates a curvature force to bring it back on course. So that's how draws and fades happen, and soccer players will do this to curve their shot to curve their shots by striking the ball at an angle with their feet, which in turn are also at an angle. So yeah, that is the Magnus effect in a nutshell. If you want to look up, I think there's a few videos. One from Veritasium, and then there's another from, I think, that How Ridiculous channel, of when they like drop various objects off of a dam or something, and then they notice that as the ball falls, it like when it's spinning back, it does this weird like it swoops and it almost appears to rise. That is the Magnus effect in action. But the key to make all that work is spin. If your object is not spinning, then it's not going to do that stuff.
Master of the putter. Now we can exhale.
Can't brother get a break? I can't see anyone.
Is it really him? A record has...
Decent amount of side slope here. So I'm gonna aim a decent bit left.
Bill of health. The doctor will see you now.
That's not bad.
Don't pick at it.
That's not bad. So that probably means that if you are able to get the same amount of a driver, you might be able to manage 250. Because typically around 8 or 9 iron is about like the halfway point, and probably you'll on average probably go about 12 yards between clubs. Maybe, yeah, about 12 yards between clubs. But that's just me estimating based on Mario Golf numbers. In reality, everything is about elevation, is about loft and elevation differences. Playing pretty good here this round.
I can't see anyone. Can't brother get a break?
Oh, so this is the whole that's way the heck uphill. So we do something like this and maybe a little bit of a fade just for safety. Unfortunately, the hook means that the ball didn't go left, and then the fade happened, and now I'm here. So okay. So I shall attempt to escape this fate. Wind and slope is going to be a plentiful thing. So unfortunately, supposedly Lynn is not great out of sand. So do I do 8 iron? You know what? Let's try. Ah, crud. I'm probably going to lose a fair amount of powers. 80%. Sure. That's, yeah, that's strong enough to, tear a lot of courses apart. I mean, even from back tees, that might be strong enough to potentially pursue par 5s in 2. If he actually keeps it on the fairway with that level of power, then it's a force to be reckoned with. Because I mean, yeah, golf looks like a sport of tactics and technique, but at a high level, it is as much a game of strength as any, and many advantages can be afforded to you if you're able to hit hard with control. Because in turn, this means that at short distance you're able to club down, which inherently gives you softer shots. And that in turn carries its own advantages. It's no fun having to use lawn irons or woods all the time. You want to be able to take pride using, finesse, being able to use finesse every now and then, take advantage of the short irons and wedges. Well, whatever you can control, I mean, if you're good enough with that 8-iron, then literally most of the time you could threaten par on most par 4s if you just used your 8-iron all the time and then sunk your putt. Then there you go, that's a par. So yeah, you keep your weight forward and just kind of, just swoop the ball and there you go, nice and low. And kind of if you have your wrists, like further forward, then that in turn will tilt the club forward, which will give you lesser loft. So that's another little physics thing. I need sweet spots.
You get a lollipop.
This'll roll 20 yards, right? Damn. Tight forward. We must be going uphill.
Pick at it, hit the ball. Easy does it.
Interesting. Okay, a little left, and then we end up right at the end. So, overall, we do need to aim a bit left. So, we do some slope stuff. So, I'm going to need 32 just to allow for powering through all the slopes. Do your curve! Ah, for Pete's sake.
Oh no.
Hey, it comes up sometimes,
That'll work.
So, there's a few different types of bunker shots. With the fairway bunker shot, you want to treat it like it's a bare lie. You want to hit the ball with as minimal ground contact as just crispy as you can. And if the loft of your club is sufficient to get over the lip of the bunker, then you might still be able to manage upwards of 150 yards out of it. But, and yeah, there's like hybrid woods that you could use, just for that such purpose. Like either like a lawn hybrid iron, or like even something like a 7-wood can actually work very well. And then you got your greenside bunker,
Pin to win.
which if it's more or less just resting on the bunker, then
This would
you'll want to do like something similar to a flop shot where you open the stance. You got your body slightly leftward, you got your club slightly rightward, and that will give you the extra loft. And then you just kind of like, make contact just before and just after the ball, and then just ploop, out you go. And the third type is the explosion. If your ball is buried in, sand wedge is not the correct answer, because the problem is the sand wedge is designed to glide just beneath the sand. But that's not what you want if the ball is buried, because otherwise you'll skim and you'll thin the ball. You'll thin the ball. So what you actually need for an explosion is a pitching wedge.
Birdies are good for you.
And you'll want to choke up on the grip to compensate for how deep the ball is.
Things come true.
and then just, you know, give it a sharp whack. And you spray a bunch of sand, and hopefully you don't kill anyone. And that is how you do an explosion. This similar technique can be used for hitting out of submerged mud near a water hazard. Big par 5. 555. I cannot euchre this, can I? Yeah, because As Crow Flies is already 537, so... Yeah, no. 293? Yeah, no, we're not making it, are we? You know what? Maybe we can. Maybe. Maybe this makes it. Eh, what am I kidding? The ball has to carry a sufficient distance. I didn't realize this was rough here. I thought this was fairway or something for some reason, but... Okay. Okay. So we'll do a nice bumpy, runny sort of thing. We do gotta accommodate for winds some degree. %, so that killed it a little bit. Okay.
This would be key for us.
16. Should be good enough. It's not terribly far up.
Good golf. Good things.
Yeah, because you don't want to destroy the ball in these games. You don't.
Can a brother get a break? I can't see anyone.
Yeah, you kind of need wedges. Otherwise, that makes short game play a little bit complicated, and you have to like kind of do punches and whatnot, and then. I mean, your chip, you know, it's the same technique. It's just it'll run more. You basically pub with the wedge. You don't have to complicate it more than that. So people try to overcomplicate, you know, the chips. The ball is supposed to run at least half of the total distance. Maybe unless you're using like a lob wedge or something. It's supposed to. Decent rule of thumb is whatever the loft of the club is, that's like that's the carry ratio. But it's not perfect. It's not perfect. So what's a typical 9-iron? Like 45 degrees? Somewhere between 45, 48.
This would be key for us. It's going up like your heart rate.
A decent amount of break. Numbers.
Keep going.
Well, that's yeah, pitching wedge. I think some pitching wedges are 52. But maybe things have the standards have changed, and maybe now like the gap wedge or the approach is 52. This is a long. Oh, this is a par 5. Okay. Oh, that's cart path. So no clue what full does still, but I'm gonna do it. Other than the fact that it looks cool. And it gets me where I need to go. Still 260 left. So that is way elevated, so I don't think I'm making this. I'm gonna try. Yeah, it's a minor deviation. Minor deviation.
You're in the waiting room.
Oh, this is green still.
I've treated eagle wounds before.
Well then. Oh yeah, the tiny park, the old course. Oof. Yeah, and they had all those like old-fashioned slang names for the clubs. Yeah, those are real terms. Like the Mashi for the 5-iron and the Cleek or whatever it was. Yeah. That was like how golf was in the 19th century. Kind of. Except I think just for the sake of either humor or just for the sake of the plot, some of the old-timey parts of that were, I think, a little bit exaggerated. You know what's crazy? I think I need a full 100 feet for this, for how far this goes uphill. I wouldn't be surprised if I need almost a full 100 feet. And yeah, it's breaking harder, and yeah, that was close.
This would be key
So I
for
probably
us.
wouldn't have made that anyway. Yeah, it's going off of the 8 or 9 or 10 to 1 ratio of slope of elevation in this game, so I'm not even sure, is there a power level beyond 100 feet? There has to be. Oh, I still have one more hole. I thought that was the 18th. Okay.
You're a good man.
Okay. Let's see. So, nice big thing. Ah, this view. This one is nice and convenient because I like that it shows distance to cup. So, okay. 140. Okay, so that's fascinating. Huh. Never thought to try it, but I thought maybe, just maybe, the 100 would be enough. Still a pretty good putt. Gotta love these deep bunkers with the ladders in them. This gun drift lots, so I'm gonna go here, because Lynn hits high, and I'm hitting high. And I've been underestimating the wind, like, basically the whole time here, and I still did. Okay, this means one thing. We puttin'. Because I hate approaches in this game. I'd rather just putt from here. Even though this slopes like a mofo, I'm still putting.
Get in that hole.
A little more power! A little more power that was in.
Nice shot.
Okay.
That'll work.
Shwoop! I like that the scorecard shows the weather and wind velocity. It's kind of interesting.
You are the greatest. Your envy is not helping.
Not bad, okay. Alright, 53-ish% of the way to the next trial.
Holy smokes! My personal best. I'm so proud.
Good stuff. That was better than the trial round. Alright, so I've done 7, 5, and some other ones, so I'm gonna do 8. Oh, we got some, like, weird jungle camouflage costume for Mel. Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. Wow, 4 hours. Ah, of course, leopard print. Good stuff. So what I want to do next... Oh yeah, I remembered that there was some other Asian character, some other Oriental character match thing, so... Yeah, I'm gonna do one of those quick.